Track presets are templates that you can create from audio, MIDI, instrument tracks, or any combination of the three. I have an audio track here that is loaded up with effects and an EQ setting that I really like. I want to be able to use this again in other projects without having to write every setting down. Right-click on the track and select Save Track Preset. You will see a list of other track presets that you've created in this window here. The buttons along the top work just like the ones in the Media Bay, which we'll soon discuss in the chapter on Media Bay. Basically, they're for navigating through the presets. You can give your preset a name here. Name it something that gives a good description of what the preset is. Presets are saved in a default folder created by Cubase. But you can create a subfolder within that folder to put your presets in if you like. To do that, click this button here and give the folder a name. You can use the tag editor to apply attribute tags to the preset to make it easy to find later on. Click on this button down here to reveal the tag editor. Just click underneath the value column for each item in the attribute column that you wish to apply a tag to. A drop-down will appear with a list of values to choose from. Each attribute has its own unique list of values. You can fill out as few or as many of these as you like. When you click on the character value, a pop-up will appear. Here you can decide whether your preset is clean or distorted, acoustic or electric, percussive or soft, and so on. There are so many ways to describe your preset in this window. Try your best here, and if you aren't sure what to choose, just leave it set to the middle position. The more you fill out, the more places the preset will show up when you use the category filters to find it later. Click OK when you are finished. When you create a track preset with a MIDI track, you get one extra option in this window. Please note that this is a MIDI track assigned to an instrument, not an instrument track. The difference between these two types of tracks is fully explained in Level 1. You can choose to include the MIDI channel or the MIDI patch using this drop-down. Selecting MIDI channel is good when you are connecting the MIDI track to a specific external device that requires a certain channel number in order to produce the right sounds. For instance, if the piano track you want is on channel 12, then you want to make sure that the channel information is saved with this track. MIDI patch is good when the MIDI device doesn't need a specific channel number, it only requires patch information. You can't save both of these options, you have to select one or the other. When you want to apply a track preset to a track, just right-click on the track and select Load Track Preset. Then select a preset from the list. Even though there isn't a preview button in this window, there is a trick you can do to preview the preset before you apply it. Before right-clicking and selecting Apply Track Preset, make sure the Track's Input Monitor button is on. Now you can audition the preset by playing your MIDI keyboard or playing a real instrument depending on what type of track you have selected. If you already have MIDI or audio information on the track, just create a loop region and start playback to audition the presets in this window. One thing that I always use track presets for are multi-track drums. Cubase allows you to create multi-track presets. I have a drum setup here with 8 separate tracks, one for each part of the kit. I can select all of these tracks by shift-clicking and then right-click on any one of them and select Create Track Preset. Set up the preset like we did before and select OK. Now when you start a new project, you can open the Media Bay under Media or just press F5. I'm going to click on Local Hard Disks to make sure that every preset on my drives will be available. I'm going to search for the preset I just made here. Now just double-click the preset and close the window. You're ready to record drums, and it only took 10 seconds to set up. Sometimes you might not want to apply a track preset in its entirety. Maybe you'd just like to take the Insert or EQ settings. Let's go to the Channel Settings window for this track here. Click on the Insert's Preset Management button. Now select From Track Preset. Now just find the preset that you want. Notice as I select each part, the change takes place on the track instantly. Now try it for EQ settings. You can see that the EQ curve is changing right before your eyes. Of course, we can do all of this right in the inspector too. Track presets are extremely powerful, and learning how to use them will make setting up quick and easy.